Okay, in the previous lesson we factored a quadratic equation. Here we are actually going to solve for x in a quadratic equation. And remember, a quadratic equation is a special polynomial that has a level 2 or a 2-degree exponent in it. Here's an example. Note that this is an equation, not an expression, because we have an equal sign. Unlike the previous example when we were factoring, that was just an expression. This is an equation. Okay, now how do we solve for x in this? Well, the surefire method is the quadratic formula. So note that this is A in the quadratic formula, this is B, and this is C. Okay, let's go ahead and solve this now using the quadratic formula. So A is a positive 2, B is a negative 6, and C is 1, as a positive 1. So let's go ahead and write out the quadratic formula now. First, I'm going to make myself a little more room here. So x equals negative b, so we have negative 6, because CB is a negative 6. Then we have plus or minus. Now, this means we're going to have two values for x, but we'll see that towards the end. Okay, so here's our b. A, C, and A. We just have to solve this equation. So x equals a positive 6 plus or minus. Negative 6 squared is 36, positive 36, minus 4 times 2 is 8 times 1 is 8, all over 4. I'm going to take out some of these long lines because I think I might need the space here. And I'm going to factor out the 28. So 28 is 14 times 2. So 2 times 14. And 14 is 2 times 7. And those don't factor out anymore. And notice now that square root of 2 squared is 2. So we can pull that out. So we have x equals 6 plus or minus 2 times the square root. And what's left is 7. Over 4. I'm going to rewrite this as, and we know 2/4 can factor out into 1/2. And this can be factored out, and this can be factored out. And next, we will just put that 2 in the denominator, so that equals. Very important to note that we have two answers for x. X sub 1 equals 3 plus the square root of 7 over 2. And then x sub 2 equals 3 minus the square root of 7 over 2. So there are our two answers for x.